I got this comment that was like, you say you're sad about not having a boyfriend, but you're always with that guy in your video.
That guy. Hey.
Okay, first of all, this is literally Xander, and he's my best friend for 13 years. This year was like pretty intense, to be honest. I feel like it was intense personally, and it was intense like in the world. The election and this kind of doomed feeling that has just been pervasive over the whole year. For me personally, it's like forced me to kind of reevaluate what kind of person I want to be and like how I want to contribute to the world and what's important to me. Basically, the first 6 months of the year I was traveling full time. I went to New Zealand and visited my friend Rebecca, and then I went to Australia, and then I went to Europe, walked the Camino de Santiago, and then traveled around Europe, and then met Xander in Scotland and Iceland. I'm so grateful that I got to travel the world. I think it's just such a blessing and privilege, and it really boosted my confidence to be able to kind of like do that more independently. I had the best time in New Zealand with Rebecca. Like, we had so much fun, and just every day was so fun. And New Zealand is such a beautiful country, and I was just so happy to be there. And that is truly like something I cherish, looking back on the years being in New Zealand. And then, yeah, us getting to do our first international trip was just amazing. And getting to see my friend Izzy too, who lives in Scotland. It was just like the best. But then when I came home from that trip and was just like back to living with my parents over the summer, I kind of felt like I was in the same place that I started in. It was just like hard to cope with that, and I felt like I didn't make a ton of progress in my filmmaking and kept just like waiting for something to change and just feeling like I need something to happen this year that changes my circumstances. And then miraculously I met someone totally organically through our mutual friends, and he has all the qualities I'm looking for in a partner and is just such a kind, grounded person. And it was so easy to be around him, and there was no guessing if it's the right thing, because I just know it's the right thing. And I am like, thank God I didn't settle. Like, thank God I waited. Thank God I stuck to my guns and really like stayed true to myself, because the right person came along, and it was so worth it. All the like suffering and loneliness and having to be alone with myself and figure out what I wanted brought me to him. Like, I really believe that. I'm just so grateful. And I feel like going into 2025 with him is just, it just all feels different, and it feels like this like search for clarity and search for answers is over now. Now it's more about working together to like do what I know needs to be done. Not just with him, but with my career and where I'm moving and how I'm conducting myself going forward. I'm really happy. I'm in a really good place. So I met him this fall, and we got together this fall. And then at the same time, I've been preparing and making these videos that I've been wanting to make for a long time. The first of them being the Art of a Flop era. Making Art of a Flop era and finishing it was such a slog. I feel like everything went wrong at every turn. It took me months to do it. Yeah, when I finished Art of a Flop era, I didn't have this feeling of satisfaction and hope of it going out into the world, because it was so hard to make and took so much out of me, and I was feeling kind of negative about it. And also I just didn't know if it was really suited for YouTube, because I don't really see stuff like it on YouTube. And I was just like, God, if this thing that I took, it actually took years. I started writing it in the fall of 2023. crazy. And I had the idea for it almost a year before that. I was like, if this thing that has taken me this long doesn't amount to anything, this will like break me. Which I know is not a good way to think, but that's how I felt because I put so much effort into it. And like the response to it has just been amazing, and it's been just even more than I could hope for. And it's not just the views and the comments, which have been just so touching to read. It's also brought me closer to people in real life. Like, I found my sound mixer for my feature film through that video, and I connected with the person who made the film that inspired it, a filmmaker who I really admire, and have connected with my friends and family who have watched the film, and even people I don't know that well who I know in real life who watched it and reached out to me, and people who have taken the time to email me and talk about it. And it's just really given me like a renewed optimism about YouTube and about my own filmmaking. And I don't know, I feel like somehow the timing of it took so much longer to like put out into the world than I wanted it to, but I feel like the timing of it with other changes in my life has just all coalesced in a really perfect way that I can't really describe. So I just feel like going into 2025, I feel much more grounded in my artistic career and more optimistic about what the future holds. And not even optimistic in the sense that like good things are coming to me, but optimistic in the sense that I can overcome challenges and I can maintain a sense of determination and hope for the world no matter what bad things happen. Like, I really feel committed to, like, it's all connected. I feel committed to my filmmaking in the same way that I have this renewed commitment to like building community in my real life and giving back to my community and just not giving up. Like, not giving up that the world can be a better place than it is, and that I can, at the same time, that I can create a life that's fulfilling to me. And I think we all need to try to think that way, because I think we owe each other and the world our efforts to make it better. And I think it's easy to lose sight of that when things seem pretty dire. I think 2025 is the year of hope. That's what I think.
I was going to ask if you're picking a word.
Yeah, being hopeful and being optimistic that whatever path you're on is leading you to the right thing, and that I have all the tools inside of me to get where I need to go, and that the world will reflect the attitude that I hold. Okay, so every year we do our ins and outs, and it's our trend predictions.
I don't know if I would say it's our trend predictions, because I think that a lot of the things on here are like
irrelevant to other people.
But also it's like some of these things I know like the general public would not get behind, but it's something I feel passionately about.
Yeah.
Like, I know that some of these things are not going to be trending in 2025, but like on a spiritual and societal level they should be.
It's like our trend predictions for like what we decide to engage in.
As well as I think some of our manifestations.
Yeah, like some of these are aspirational.
Yeah.
Here's my 2025 ins. Third wheeling couples. Waking up early. That's an aspirational in for me. The Great American Novel. Finding the beauty in cities with terrible urban planning. High fiber diets. Because colon cancer is on the rise for young people, and we seriously have to watch out, you guys.
I'm gonna get it, y'all.
Eating at the bar, aging gracefully, making yogurt from scratch, cold emailing, tofu, and hand-knit sweaters. I had my first successful cold email this year.
I love a cold email.
I've cold emailed in the past, but have never had anything come out of it. And just last week was my first successful cold email, so
And we're already reaping the rewards of 2025 ins.
Yeah, so I feel like I've unlocked something and I want to keep it going.
My 2025 ins, Josh Allen winning the Super Bowl, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Optical alignment and typography. Turning on tweet notifications. Friending people on Facebook. Physical media. Spontaneity. Personalized gifts. Reading. Animated movies in theaters. Nostalgic media that holds up to the test of time. And listening to podcasts.
I'm obsessed. Okay, here's my outs. Okay, out. Health supplements, pop art of celebrities, wedding discourse, rotting, hoarding credit card points, having a crush, having a little treat, waiting for the right time, and underestimating Josh Allen.
Too easy.
I am just like tired of the discourse around Josh Allen.
I agree.
He's the best quarterback
MVP,
in the league.
And always will be.
MVP.
MVP. MVP.
I mean, I'm not going to have a romantic crush because I met the love of my life, but I feel like the idea of a crush is like something that a lot of people experience, and it's sort of like a desire for something that feels unattainable. I just think like desire with no action is like self-destructive. Like that's what a crush is. Like if you have a crush, it should be a signal to you to like act on it. Whether it be to get to know the person better, to look for the qualities that you desire in that person in yourself and cultivate them, or to like go after the thing you want. And when you're going after the thing you want, you're not like living in that state of desire. You're living in
action.
Yeah.
My 2025 outs: Michael Jackson, meal prep, saving money, lifestyle creep, ChatGPT, influencers, streaming services, musical theater, recording podcasts, smart homes, LED lighting, and touching your face.
The way I agree with absolutely all of those.
Like, I'm sorry, I won't be explaining.
Lifestyle creep. That is out. That kind of goes along with my having a little treat being out. Delayed gratification is in.
I agree. The thing that I wanted to touch on, the fact that I have saving money being out, and then immediately next to that, lifestyle creep. I mean, you should be investing in yourself and your happiness, but there's so many ways to do that that don't involve, like, just wasting money.
Right.
Like, being intentional about how you spend your money.
Yeah.
It all comes down to that.
Yeah. I agree that saving money is out in the sense of, like, not investing in yourself in the present. Like, it ultimately harms you in the long term.
Also, like, you should live while we're only going to be 24 once. You can't take it with you. Like, I'm going to spend money to enjoy my life right now while I can actually enjoy it, and not save for some hypothetical future that who knows what it'll look like. It all comes back to YOLO.
It all comes back to hashtag YOLO swag.
And I've always said that.
Swag is in.
Swag is in.
The swag era is coming back.
The crazy thing is that, like, it will be back. Like, because of the cycle of trends, like, we're, like, kind of at the...
We're, like, approaching 2014 again.
No, like, I'm being serious.
Yeah. I think direct eye contact is in.
I agree.
I'm trying to make more direct eye contact.
So am I. I feel like I, like, look away so much when I'm talking to people. And
Me too.
I'm trying to work on that.
And it's crazy how much people's perception of you changes when you make direct eye contact.
Part of, like, getting promoted, I've been thinking about that a lot, because, like, I'm in a position now where I need people to take me seriously. So I need, like, I'm trying to be more intentional about, like, making eye contact with people.
Yeah.
I also think a firm handshake.
I was about to say, I also think physical touch is in. I think shaking people's hands, I think hugging people as a greeting.
Hugging people so in.
Especially our generation, honestly, is so, like, not connected in the real world.
I agree.
And I'm trying to be braver to instigate that kind of stuff with other people. Because it's almost always reciprocated.
Yeah.
Xander doesn't get enough credit for, like, the way he supported me and continues to support me. Like, I mean it. I don't know. I feel like maybe you don't know what it's like to need this kind of support in my career, because it's sort of, like, not the same for your career. My work as a filmmaker is so, like, based in other people's experiences of my work, and it's so not a private thing at the end of the day. So, and at the same time, it's so rare to have somebody in my real life who is invested in my success.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. You truly accept me for who I am.
And you me.
And I you. Like, we don't want to change each other. Like, we don't need to be more similar to be compatible.
Yeah.
We just, like, support each other.
100%.
I don't know, the only thing I can describe it like, and I don't even know if this is true, because obviously I've, like, never been married, but it feels like a marriage, kind of. When you marry someone when you're young, and then you stay with them until you're old and dead, like, you are different people throughout every stage of that relationship, and you're not the same person at the same time, but you are just, like, still in that partnership the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's, like, what's beautiful about it.
Yeah.
And, like, it does take work, honestly. Like, work and compromise. But it doesn't feel... It's not, like, a bad kind of work. It's a good kind of work.
Yeah. It's, like, rewarding and fulfilling.
Yeah.
To invest in our friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been long-distance friends.
For, like, large
on
portions.
And off for long portions, and will be again.
Yeah.
Not even worried about it.
Not at all. Too easy.
It's too easy. And, like, you're just a member of my family.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like, Xander has met, like, more of my other friends this year. But I feel like they already knew you before you met them, because people who know me, like, know you as an extension of me.
Yeah.
And they, like, ask about you, and...
Which is so funny and sweet.
Just, like, yeah.
And I love getting to meet your other friends, because, like you said, we're, like, so different, but it's, like... It was interesting to, like, see a different part of your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.